All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me on the Give and Go podcast. Straight off, WOBM finals, Christmas break is ending. We're going to be getting into the heart of the regular season. Today, I have a special guest after playing in the championship game at the WOBM from Wall, Emily Tvrdik. Emily, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So first, before we get into, all the good, your youth and your projection and your career, just talk about, how exciting, I know it wasn't the result you wanted, but how exciting is it to play in a championship game that was so competitive and so close and came down to the last possession?
Well, we always wanted to get to that chip game since I was a freshman. We've never really gotten there. Sophomore year, we played Colonia in the semifinals for states. But other than that, we really have never gotten to a chip game, and we were all very enthusiastic, and we had a really good mentality for going into the game.
Now, when your team, you were down 11 with 5:23 left, and coach called the timeout. What did she say at the timeout? Because it seemed like the defense picked it up right after that timeout.
She said that we needed to get quick shots off, but good shots. We needed to get to the basket because me and Shane were both being very closely guarded, and that left our other three players open who can score good layups and had very good opportunities, which we took advantage of, and we got some pretty good shots. We got to the basket, got to the foul line, which put us up a few points.
Now, just another, question off that. Obviously you and Shane are focused on by defense. How exciting is it? Carr had that. I think she had that. You had that nice pass to her that made it a 3-point game. I think that made it a 3-point game. The game prior, Richie hit a big three that kind of that pretty much cemented the game when she nailed that three against Rumson. How exciting is it, when you see, the multi-sport athletes hitting a big shot like that, taking some pressure off you and Shane?
It's honestly a great feeling. I'm very happy for both of them because, they don't really get a lot of accolades, and they should because they're both very great athletes. And same thing with Marissa. So when they kind of seal the deal or put us back into a game, it kind of just takes the stress off of me, and probably the same with Shane. And we kind of just can relax and regroup.
Now, last question I have for WOBM, that the Rumson win, do you think that was like a statement to the shore, hey, we belong with these teams?
Yes. A lot of people were saying, including my mom, actually, that she did not believe we were going to win. And I felt kind of insulted because I knew that we definitely had a chance. I think it's a very good matchup. And I think we kind of just went out into the game with the urge to just play hard and just, be the better team, which I think we were.
If if the team plays defense like they did in the Rumson game and that final quarter against RBR, Wall could be in any game. So, that's it. And I feel this year as a whole, your team, the defensive effort has definitely taken a step forward, compared to the previous couple of years. So that's good. All right, we'll start now. How old were you when you first started playing basketball?
I was in third grade. I was outside with my brother, who's a freshman in college, and we would just play in the neighborhood with all the kids. And I never really got into sports. I did softball when I was younger, and the little sports that your parents make you do. But I really didn't get into basketball until about third grade.
What was it about basketball that, where you kind of started focusing on that?
Well, I played every day outside, and I just had the most fun playing that sport. I tried lacrosse, I played softball, soccer, just none of them clicked the same way that basketball did.
Okay. Now you have an older brother?
Yes.
How old is he?
He's 19. He's a freshman in college.
Were you two very competitive growing up?
Yes, and I also played on a boys team with him and all of his friends through Monroe Sports Center for maybe 4 years. So I played with a bunch of guys for a while.
Makes you tougher that way too.
Yeah.
Now, do you ever reach out to your brother for if you're going through a tough time, or does he ever call, seeing how you're doing, or like how's the relationship with your brother?
I have a very good relationship with my brother. He's home. He goes to Brookdale and Wall, so he stays home and he goes to most of the games. And he'll just like give me tips after the games, like because he played on the school team as well. And he just gives input or tells me what he thinks I should be doing or I shouldn't be doing. But I think it's like better to get input from other people because not a lot of people want to give it to you.
Yes, I could see, some people are afraid to sometimes though, but it's always, as long as the person receiving the input understand it's not criticism, it's just something to try to make you get better. And that's what the better athletes, they understand that, if a coach is really getting on you, it's just because they know you could do better and what you're doing at that particular time. What if your parents meant to you, your development?
Well, my parents have always brought me to every AAU tournament. They were very open to letting me try new things. I always wanted to go to Tiny's clinics when I was younger. I wanted to get onto a team. I did rec, I did camps in the summer, and they always were on board with everything. And, the money aspect and the travel, like they did a lot for me, and I really appreciate them.
Yeah, sports is not cheap like when I was your age.
Yeah.
Do you remember who your first like AAU coach was?
Yes, his name is Darnell Williams.
I think I saw the photo on
Yes.
Twitter.
Yes, and I had him from maybe 4th grade all the way up until 8th grade, and he was by far like the best coach I think that I've had like growing up.
What does it mean, he coached you when you were little, and then, him showing up to support you, you're growing up now, your senior year, and he's there, supporting you at the WOBM.
I had no idea he was gonna be there, and when I saw him, I felt like I was so happy because like he was like the main reason that I am the way I am today, and he got me to where I am. So felt really good.
Now you're currently your last season was CJ Hawks,
Yeah,
correct? Who was your coach this past
Coach
season?
Randy Weststraw.
And how did he help the game? Because I really CJ Hawks, I'm big fan of what they do and how how they treat the kids, and always see all the coaches in the stands during the high school season supporting the players. So how does he help you? How did he help you take your game to another level?
He was also like by far like my best coach. Like when I got older, Coach Randy, I stopped playing short. I played on short shots until 8th grade, and he begged me to. He wanted me on his team so bad, and it was like the best decision I could have made. He like pushes everybody. He is supportive. He'll do anything for anybody on the team. He talks to everybody. He just
That all of them, whenever I see them in the stands, no matter who's playing, they're always very friendly, willing to talk, and always let me know what's going on, and they're just so supportive of the players. Not even just their own players; they're pretty much supportive. Everybody playing in the Shore Conference, which is great to see.
Yes, him and Coach Lou call me like all the time just to talk. They don't even. It doesn't even have to be about basketball. They just call me to talk.
Yes, I told when Manasquan played Ocean, I was sitting with Coach Lou, and I said that I would, we were planning to do an interview, and he was very excited that I was going to have you on, and he had a couple comments that I'll tell you later with that. But yeah, but I always see him in the stands, no matter who's playing to. So just basketball junkies. That's what they are. Now, all right, let's talk a little high school now. Your freshman year, tough year because COVID. I'm going to ask you, a school question first. How did you find an adjustment, with the COVID? Now, you were in 8th grade, probably when school got canceled in the spring, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now, was Wall your freshman year? When you started school, were you actually in the building, or did they do remote learning?
They did like both. So you would do every other day. So one day you'd be in school, the next you'd be out. So it was like kind of difficult to like handle that.
Yeah, I could see that as maybe a senior in high school, a little easier because first of all, I when I started doing the podcast, it was during COVID, and I told the seniors it's a very good practice for college because sometimes you're in class and sometimes you're not. But for an incoming freshman, I could see how, you're used to being in class every single day and to school every day, and now you're, back and forth. Now, your freshman year for basketball, any upperclassmen that you were able to go to or kind of like took you under your wing?
Yeah, so I had Lauren Lacey, who also played. I think she's a sophomore in college now. And then I had Maxine Erlanger, who's a freshman in college, and then my older brother. They all were like when you're going into high school, you kind of need to have like some people above you so you have a good reputation, and and they also like just helped me with everything. If I needed anything, I went to them, even in basketball as well.
It could also, help with nerves to, not know if you not know anyone, to knowing a couple upperclassmen that could help you, guide you. So that's good. What goals did you set, that you wanted to achieve throughout your whole career when you stepped into Wall High School?
I definitely wanted to make a statement. I wanted to turn Wall basketball around because in 7th and 8th grade, we actually won the championship back to back. We were like 21-0 for the 2 years, and I wanted to just make a statement. And I think the rest of the team did as well, and which we did. I mean, Wall basketball wasn't really anything until we were sophomores.
Yeah, they were mostly known as soccer town and a softball town. I know there used to be a softball town. I'm not sure now, but now your sophomore year, you beat St. Rose the one game, right?
Yes.
So what did that mean? Because everybody in that area is, it's Manasquan, St. Rose when they talk about girls basketball. What did that mean that Wall was able to beat St. Rose?
Well, they did not have Rosie that game, but to us, that didn't mean anything. That didn't mean anything to us.
I played a game.
Like, they are still a great team. They recruit. We're just a bunch of girls. Only 2 of us actually play basketball as our main sport. Everybody else are soccer players, lacrosse players. So to have girls that play basketball all year round and have a full team of them against 2 basketball players, it was just crazy. We didn't care who played, who didn't play. We played St. Rose. We beat them. And that was like the first time throughout like Wall history. And Coach Wisher was just like beyond proud. Like, I've never seen her happier.
How does Coach Wisher, help you in your development?
She just pushes me beyond like what I think I can do. She expects a lot out of me, and I do everything I can to like fulfill her expectations. And it just like makes me stronger, and it helps me in like every way. And she makes everything positive. And I didn't really have a lot of confidence my sophomore year and my junior year because of my injury. So like she, just calmed me down and just told me to do what I could. So
I was going to bring up, your injury, shoulder injury, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How did you injure it?
So we were in the Colonia game, the semifinal game, and it was non-contact. I reached for the ball and my shoulder dislocated. And I was doing PT for 2 years. My doctor would not get me an MRI. He told me I was fine, like no tears or anything, just instability. And then I ended up getting an MRI, and my labrum was completely torn off the bone. I had 4 other ligaments torn, and I had a fracture. So, yeah.
And did you have surgery?
Yes, in August.
And you got back on the court already.
I was supposed to be cleared in January, but I actually got cleared in November. He just said that my like recovery was just like outstanding. He's never seen anything like it before.
Yes, because I've known my brother-in-law had shoulder surgery, and he was basically sitting up in a couch for months and months. Yeah. So people told me that I knew you had the injury. I didn't know you had the surgery because I would have expected you to be out.
Yeah.
So you recovering that quickly, I'm assuming you really took the physical therapy very seriously, and you had to work really hard to get, because that's a serious surgery. I mean, that's a big surgery to recovery time. So
Yeah, I took PT like pretty seriously. Like I never skipped a day, and I was doing like the little things around the house to try to just get some movement back in, like running the vacuum or folding laundry, or even just like coloring. They said coloring would help a lot.
oh wow.
So I did a bunch of those things, and I didn't take any pain meds at all throughout my whole recovery.
Your
So
mom probably liked that then. A lot of
yeah,
folding and laundry.
she did like that. She did.
I just want, you brought up the Colonial game. How disappointing, what you make it to the semifinals, and Colonial, pretty good team that year. Taylor, just how disappointing was it, the bus ride home, being so close and just falling short?
It was just like really disappointing as a team because we all played outstanding. And it was also like our upperclassmen's last game who made like a big impact on the team. Like we beat St. Rose with them. Very good athletes, very good people. It was their last game. I was injured that game and the trainer wouldn't let me go back in.
It was their
So,
trainer.
yeah. And then, Coach Wisher had a problem with her. So I did go back in, but not really with a lot of time left. So it really didn't make a difference, but
Okay. Yeah, that's tough. I like to ask this now, whether it's soccer or basketball, I always see the biggest progression in athletes from, say, sophomore to junior year. What was something you really wanted to improve of when you entered your junior year?
definitely my endurance and my speed. Um, that I think was like my main like focus was getting in shape, which I did. I mean, Coach Wisher runs us out of the gym every practice. We
Yeah,
run and run and run.
she told me that after the Rumson game. She was like, she goes, we're never gonna get tired out there.
She makes us run a lot, but it benefits us. I know
Yeah.
we don't really like doing it, but it's for the better.
Yeah, when it comes down to crunch time in the fourth quarter, it's whoever who has the energy at the
Yep.
end. Just looking over some things for your junior year. You played Manasquan in the States. How now, because Wall never really entered, the showcases. How did it feel? I know you didn't get the result, but playing in something like the Coach's Choice your junior year, the showcase where good crowds, a lot of college coaches, something that you in the past you didn't see Wall in those type of events.
It felt really good, like that we were, like looked at as a better team, that we could enter those tournaments and, it not be a blowout and, them regret putting us in the tournament. It felt really good. And we did play a very good game. I mean, St. Thomas was a very, very good team.
Yeah.
And also their coach was my trainer. Joe Whalen was my trainer.
Okay.
So
He's been around a long time. A lot of he was at St. Rose for a while, and so I know a lot of athletes in this area. One of my good friends I graduated with when I was in high school actually worked with him a lot. So back to the Long Branch days and stuff like that. So a couple questions for this year. Your senior year, what do you hope to pass down to the underclassmen?
I want, they're not going to be like, me and Shane and the other 4 starters or, the seniors. We like make a big impact on the team. Me and Shane scoring, Marissa and Aileen defending, just the bench girls, just their like mentality. They don't give any problems. They just cheer us on. And I want that to be like pushed down to the younger girls. It's not about yourself. It's about the team. Be there for each other, which I think we all are now. And I just want to see that in the future for the younger girls.
That's, I say it during soccer, chemistry. Bad chemistry could kill a really good team, and good chemistry can make a decent team even better. So, that's big, especially. And it's like you said, the bench, as long as everyone's on the same page, that's what it needs. What are some goals you have for this season? I know, you and Shane are both gonna eclipse the 1,000 point mark, which, as for coach, that's probably pretty exciting seeing, she had you two since day one at Wall and seeing both of you eclipse 1,000. So, but besides that, what other goals do you have for this season?
I want to win against Manasquan. I know it's like it's a stretch to like think, but last year, I mean, we only lost by 15 maybe. I mean, it was a 5-point game, the whole game until the end.
Let's see.
We're a very good team, but I definitely think like if they don't play so well and we play really well, I mean, we could win the game.
The first game, yeah, you lost by 13, but yeah, it was close for a while. The state game wasn't as close. No. There was another question. I'm drawing a blank. If it comes back, I'll bring it. It up. It was a follow up to that, but I forgot what it was. You up for some round robin? What your favorite things are? Some favorite things.
Like just in general?
Like, yeah, TV show. Favorite TV show?
I like Grey's Anatomy a lot.
Okay. That is such a popular answer. And it's just so weird because it's been on since like I was 20.
Well, I want to major in nursing, and my mom works in oncology. So I find that stuff, extremely interesting, and especially because I'm going to be going into that stuff. And there's just a lot of drama. I like this show. It's a good show.
How about favorite movie?
It's kind of weird, but Napoleon Dynamite is definitely like it's up there. It's a very good movie, and I did see a new movie in theaters last night, Iron Claw. That was very good too. That was very good.
What's that about? I don't know anything going on right now.
Like wrestling and like this family that was cursed. Like it was a good movie.
The Von Erichs? Was it about the Von Erichs?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my young days, the Von Erichs. Okay. So you recommend it?
Yes, definitely. Very long. It was like 2.5 hours. Like I got home at 2 a.m., but it was very good.
This is what Doug always asks, but I don't have Doug's not with me today. What is your go-to song to pump you up before a game?
I like anything by SZA.
Don't know.
SZA songs are like her whole album. I just like put my AirPods in and listen to them. Usually people listen to like crazy music to get them pumped up. Like I just like to sing along and just like relax and then warm up, and then I think I'm good.
Okay. What is something you enjoy doing when you're not playing basketball?
I love hanging out with friends. I have a very big shopping addiction. If I am bored, I go online and I just online shop constantly.
So I've interviewed probably 200 kids. You were the first one to say shopping.
I love clothes, shoes. Like there's packages at my front doorstep every day.
Obviously, beach is the number one answer I get in this area, but you are the first one to say shopping.
Beach was next. In the summer, that's all I do. I go to the beach every single day.
Especially living in Wall, that is the common thing. So shopping, I like that. What is your favorite school subject?
Probably sociology. This year I'm taking it, and I think it's very interesting.
Okay. I took that in college. It was pretty interesting. Last question for this. When you're done with college and you get ready to start your career, do you still want to be involved with basketball, like training or coaching?
I'm not really sure because I'm going to be going into nursing. Yeah, so I feel like that's kind of like you got to pick one or the other. You can't really do both.
Yeah, that's especially. I know nurses around here; they work a lot of hours.
Yeah, I mean, if like one of my family friends runs like a basketball like training.
Help out.
Yeah, and I'll just like help out. My older brother does it now. I've done it a few times. So.
Okay. All right. Well, going to talk just about your future real quick, and then we'll be done. So I know you were on college visit a couple of days ago. What is something you're looking at for schools? It doesn't have to be sports related. Just like something that attracts you to a campus when you're looking.
Like schools that are in New Jersey.
Okay.
Preferably that I could drive to because I love my house and I want to stay in my house.
Okay.
And I just like want to be able to just drive home. And Georgian Court, like I went on a visit there the other day. It's 15 minutes. It's a really nice campus, really good nursing program. I'm not like I don't really care if the school's big or small. Like
Okay.
it doesn't really matter to me. So
Okay. You seem like you're more focused on nursing, get my degree, and which is a good mindset.
yeah.
So I'm not going to ask what you hope to do after college because we already established that, and your degree, nursing. Are you looking to play?
Yes.
Okay, because I heard up in that you were up in the air, so that's good. So Sarah's on the staff too, right? Coach
Yeah.
Nestor. She's
From
on.
Jackson Memorial, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So that's good. I have a good relationship with the soccer coach there.
Mhm.
So all right, this will be my last question. We'll wrap it up. What advice would you give your younger self?
I would say to just calm down a little bit. I think the anxiety going into like high school in basketball was just like way too high. And I think it's really not like it's not all that. It's,
There's more important things.
yes. Then yeah.
A lot of people, I think, when COVID hit too, a lot of people opened their eyes to that too. That one day you're in school, and the next day you're not. So take a lot of answers I got during that time is don't take anything for granted, because one day. So that's a good answer.
And also just enjoy it while it lasts. Because I feel like my high school years went by so fast. Like, I,
Yeah,
I mean, we're already in the middle of the school year. I
yeah.
feel like it started. So I don't.
You're going to be graduating in another few months.
Yeah.
It flies. It flies.
Yeah.
So and it goes quicker when you get older. I hate
Well,
to tell you. So, all right, Emily, thank you for taking time out today. And congratulations on getting to the finals. I know, come shore conference, maybe make some more noise, and maybe make a good run in Group 2, Central Jersey Group 2, where you will see Manasquan. Well, you'll see Manasquan during the season. That was the question that I rewind a little bit. Do you think playing in such you've been in that division 3 out of 4 years, maybe not the COVID year. I think even the COVID year. Do you think playing such a hard schedule, playing St. Rose twice, playing Manasquan twice, I know this year it switched up, prepares the team better for the postseason?
definitely. It kind of like kills our confidence a little bit, because when we get like blown out, but also it helps us grow as a team, helps us stay together, even if we don't win. And we just talk about it after the game and what we can do better. And playing like better competition helps you just grow. If you play a bad team, it's not gonna benefit you at all.
That's what I tell my niece with soccer. It's better to lose 4-0 than to win 5-0 or 6-0. You'll get more out of the loss.
Yep.
So, all right. Thank you, Emily. Good luck the rest of the season. And hopefully I'm in attendance when you and Shane both get the 1,000 points. I mean, it's pretty close. Both might get it the same game the way it's going now. So, but good luck, and I'll be seeing you, during the season.
Okay. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you.